Hey guys, what's going on? Back with another Cold War video. It's going to be a quick one, and it's going to include COD Mobile, Zombies Outbreak, and Warzone. So just kind of a recap, something that I mentioned a couple weeks ago. Could be a solve, could just be a coincidence. So as you know, Season 3 in COD Mobile was called Tokyo Escape. And then later that same season in Warzone and Cold War, we got um, movie theater, well, not movie theater, but a movies theme called the 80s action event. And in Warzone, we got the Nakatomi Tower, and then we actually got Rambo itself in the game. So Rambo is a Japanese word for violent, and Nakatomi Tower was owned by Japanese owner and company in the Die Hard series. So that was one connection or coincidence that I noticed a couple of weeks ago. So then we jump forward to season 4 in COD Mobile, which was a Western theme called Spurned and Burned. And then now we're seeing in Warzone and Cold War a lot of Angola and satellite theme. Because if you go to the Angola multiplayer map in Cold War, it's actually called Satellite. Now we're seeing satellites crash to Earth in Verdansk. And just in case you're not familiar with it, Buried, the western town that was underground in Blackout and in Black Ops 2 Zombies, is based in Angola. So we're seeing a lot of connections again. Keep those two things in mind. And I know, unfortunately, with internet trolls and Twitter trolls, the more you show people connections and proof and coincidence, they get into these crazy conspiracy theories that they don't exist. So again, I know there's gonna be people who are like conspiracy theorists, and they're gonna be like, no, that doesn't exist. That's crazy. But the truth is, we got Tokyo in COD Mobile, then we got Tokyo stuff in Warzone. We got Western stuff in COD Mobile. We're getting Angola satellite Western stuff in Verdansk. So today, Call of Duty or COD Mobile announced Season 5 is gonna be called In Deep Water. And as you can see, it's going to be, I guess, maybe like a summer water theme. Maybe we'll get like a water park in Verdansk would be kind of cool, or something crazy and different like that. But I also wanted to bring up the idea of Zombies Outbreak finally getting its own Zombies themed map. Because everything up until this point has been fire team maps. But you can actually swim in Outbreak. So how cool would it be after we get Kino? Maybe in the next season or a season after that, we finally eventually get like an Atlantis underground map where we swim and then, or we like drop in, or the helicopter brings us in, and then we have to like swim under inside the water down to a Atlantis type area. Or, and then keep in mind also, when you travel to the dark ether looks like it takes place underwater. There's jellyfish, there's plenty of jellyfish, and there's air bubbles and plants that or seaweed that is in the dark ether if you go to the Die Machine. And then also if you do some of the challenges in Outbreak. I don't think, is the dark ether in, dark ether actually isn't in Firebase Z, not that I can remember. So you go to Die Machine and you travel to the dark ether, you'll see air bubbles, jellyfish. I don't think there's any other marine life, but you'll see like sea plants and stuff like that. So what if like the final DLC Zombies map is Outbreak, and for some reason we have to maybe travel to dark ether, maybe like destroy the dark ether, which is maybe underground. Maybe the missiles from the Easter egg for Outbreak, maybe the missiles went to Atlantis. Maybe that's setting up the final Atlantis theme Outbreak map where we have to like travel. Maybe we have to deactivate the missiles. It's eventually, something crazy is eventually going to happen. I know if you look at it, that looks like it's the Titanic or a big ship. So we're either probably going to get Black Ops 2 Battleship, I forget what it's called, or we're going to get Hijack, which we just got for in Season 4 in multiplayer in Cold War. But ideas would be like, what if like Verdansk we get the Fordiana ship again, or maybe some explanation between that, Rebirth Island, maybe the ships will show back up. Maybe we'll have to, maybe it'll explain like how the ships eventually went to Verdansk. But again, most of this is hoping that it looks like it'll tie in, hopefully Atlantis, maybe something underwater, or maybe just some type of water hijacked again, or battleship. Maybe Titanic would be cool if they brought that back. That would be amazing if we get like a drop spot of the Titanic. Whole different like Ether versus Chaos story and Dark Ether and stuff like that. But again, these are some weird coincidences, and they're actually all coming true. So just want to leave it at that. Like I said, I wanted to make this quick because at this point it's kind of like a coincidence connection. Not saying it's a solve, not saying it's going to happen, because it's too unbelievably amazing for it to actually happen. So I'm just pointing out some connections. I'll see you guys later. It's funny too because Sprinkler Publishing, so I wonder if that has to do with anything, if that's a little Easter egg in itself. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.